Hi guys. I hope everyone is doing good. I really miss everyone. I miss all of you guys so much. I know this has been it seems like such a long time that we haven't seen each other, and I hope everybody's staying safe and indoors and trying to follow all these social distancing rules. And I know to you guys it probably seems like forever, but soon this will all end and we'll be able to um, come back to school hopefully, and yeah, just how it was before. So I know that it's been a while since we've seen each other, and along with DCC and Hacienda La Puente after school program, we wanted to put these videos together for you. So today I'm going to be reading a book to you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy these videos and, you know, the book that I'm going to read to you guys today. I'm going to read this story. It's called The Story of Ferdinand. There's a movie out. I don't know if you guys have watched the movie, but it's one of my favorite books that I read. So I thought it would be nice to share this with you guys, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoy it, and you guys are able to watch this video, really like it, and it kind of makes you feel like we're in class again. So this is Ferdinand. Once upon a time in Spain, there was a little bull, and his name was Ferdinand. So hopefully you guys can see the pictures. This is Ferdinand. All the other little bulls he lived with would run and jump and butt their heads together. See, they're all running and jumping. These are all the bulls that live here. But not Ferdinand. He was always by himself. There's Ferdinand. He liked to sit just quietly and smell the flowers. He had a favorite spot out in the pasture under a cork tree. It was his favorite tree, and he would sit in its shade all day and smell the flowers. Sometimes his mother, who was a cow, would worry about him. She was afraid he would be lonesome all by himself. See, this is his mom, and here's Ferdinand all by himself in his favorite tree. Why don't you run and play with the other little bulls and skip and butt your head? She would say. But Ferdinand would shake his head. I like it better here where I can sit quietly and smell the flowers. His mother saw that he was not lonesome, and because she was an understanding mother, even though she was a cow, she let him just sit there and be happy. As the years went by, Ferdinand grew and he grew until he was very big and strong. See, look at how big he grew. He's so big and strong now. All the other bulls who had grown up with him in the same pasture would fight each other all day. They would butt each other and stick each other with their horns. What they wanted most of all was to be picked to fight at the bullfights in Madrid. But not Ferdinand. He still liked to sit just quietly under the cork tree and smell the flowers. One day, 5 men came in very funny hats to pick the biggest, fastest, roughest bull to fight in the bullfights in Madrid. All the other bulls ran around, snorting and butting, leaping and jumping, so the men would think that they were very, very strong and fierce and pick them. Ferdinand knew that they wouldn't pick him, and he didn't care. So he went out to his favorite cork tree to sit down. There he is. He's going up to his favorite tree. He didn't look where he was sitting, and instead of sitting on the nice cool grass in the shade, he sat on a bumblebee. Uh-oh. Well, if you were a bumblebee and a bull sat on you, what would you do? You would sting him, and that's just what the bee did to Ferdinand. Wow, did it hurt? Ferdinand jumped up with a snort. He ran around puffing and snorting, butting and pawing the ground as if he were crazy. The 5 men saw him, and they all shouted with joy. Here was the largest and fiercest bull of all, the one for the bullfights in Madrid. So they took him away for the bullfight day in a cart. What a day it was. Flags were flying, bands were playing, and all the lovely ladies had flowers in their hair. They had a parade into the bull ring. First came the banderillos with long, sharp pins with ribbons on them to stick in the bull and make him mad. Next came the picadores, who rode skinny horses, and they had long spears to stick in the bull and make him madder. Then came the matador, the proudest of all. He thought he was very handsome, and he bowed to the ladies. He had a red cape and a sword and was supposed to stick the bull last of all. Then came the bull, and you know who that was, don't you? Who was it? It was Ferdinand. They called him Ferdinand the Fierce, and all the banderillos were afraid of him, and the picadores were afraid of him, and the matador was scared stiff. Ferdinand ran to the middle of the ring, and everyone shouted and clapped because they thought he was going to fight fiercely and butt and snort and stick his horns around. But not Ferdinand. When he got to the middle of the ring, he saw the flowers in all the lovely ladies' hairs, and he just sat down quietly and smelled. He wouldn't fight and be fierce no matter what they did. He just sat and smelled. And the banderillos were mad, and the picadores were madder, and the matador was so mad. He cried because he couldn't show off with his cape and his sword. So they had to take Ferdinand home. And for all I know, he is sitting there still under his favorite cork tree, smelling the flowers just quietly. He is very happy. See, there he is in his favorite tree, smelling the flowers. The end. So, what did we learn about this book? This book teaches us that not always, just because you're big and strong, that doesn't mean that you have to be always want to fight or have to be the toughest, because if in the inside you're soft and you have you're just quiet and you just don't like to be around others, that's okay. It doesn't matter on the outside, it matters on the inside how you feel. So I hope that all of you really enjoyed this book, and hopefully I will be reading to you guys more of my favorite books. If you guys really like this video and you guys are happy to see me again, yeah, I'll be making more of these videos for you guys to enjoy, and we can interact like this, and hopefully this helps you guys and you enjoy it, and stay safe, and hopefully we get to see each other really, really, really soon.